to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on.
Hello, good afternoon to everybody under the sound of my voice, and thanks for joining me on the program. We call it Sports 360 here at Ultimate FM. With the Leg Can Destroy, the commanding commander, the Puyaka evangelist, the small body, big engine, oh Fakonga, Baba Wado, the king of boys is in the building, man. Tell my people, I don't care come again today on Top Sports 360 at Ultimate FM. Now, where do we start? Where do we start? You say, immediately you want to talk about sports, there will be limited time. Moving on, let's start from the local front. I made you guys a promise on Monday that starting from Monday that I'm going to be talking about local sports. That is our NPFL. For the lovers of our local leagues. You know, they say charity begins at home, so that is why I'm going to be starting at home. Now let's take a look at the March 10th. That is the week of the Nigerian APFL. Dami, I don't know why you're looking at me like that. Dami, please leave this studio. Moving on. Akwa United played the 1-1 draw against Kwaha United. And Rivers United won their games 2-1 against Dakada FM. Dakada FC, sorry. Nasarawa United won their game against by 2-1. Katsina United won against Sunshine Stars by 1-0. Enugu Rangers lost at home against Plateau United. Abia Warriors they won their game by 1-3 against Wiki Tourist. Kano Pillars played the 0-0 draw against Remo Stars. Remo Stars still unbeaten in the Nigerian NPFL. 10 games without a loss, without losing any game, conceding only 1 goal. And that goal they considered was against Rivers United. And Shooting Stars made sure that they shoot down Heartland FC of Owerri. They were shut down by Shooting Stars. Heartland FC, what is happening? We know what is happening, but we don't want to do the needful. That is why I always say that there will be no Nigerian league without involving Katakata. That's all league. I don't know if we should call it Nigerian Katakata League. Moving on. Gombe United won their games against MFM. That is Mountain of Fire Miracle Center. Miracle Ministry. They won that game by 3-0 against MFM. So the only away win is the one that Plateau United won. That is the only away win in the Nigerian APFL. The one that was recorded by Plateau United. Moving on, let's talk about AFCON 2021 update. Ogade, you know we always say AFCON 2021, and people ask me why do I always call it AFCON 2021. This is because we all know that this AFCON was supposed to be played on 2021 last year, but due to coronavirus pandemic, it shifted to 2022. So that is why we call it AFCON 2021. Moving on, do you remember that referee? Janice Ikaswe is his name, from Zambia. That controversial referee that blowed for full time twice in the African Cup of Nations. He has dropped a statement. He has come out to say that it is God that told him to blow for half time, to blow for full time rather. That it was God. He said, God spoke to me Ogade. God said I should blow for full time. You know, in this part of the world, in Africa, we play with everything. Are you trying to tell us that God sitting in heaven told you to blow for full time when match never end? Oga said yes. Janis Zikazwe,
And when
the controversial Zambian referee. He said, and I quote, "I have seen people going for duties outside the country and come back in a casket." The Zambian referee said, "I was," and I quote too, "I was very close to coming back like that. I was lucky I didn't go into a coma. It would have been a very different story. The doctors told me my body was not cooling down. It would have been just a little time before I would have gone into coma, and that would have been the end." And he said, "I think God told me to end the match. He saved me." He said, "God told me to end the match, Ogade, before I die." Before I die, he said at the officiate AFCON. That was the words of Janis Zikazwe, the controversial Zambian referee that blowed for full time twice in the AFCON game. Moving on, we also saw how the AFCON semi-finals were played. Senegal made sure that they did not have to enter into extra time to settle their scores against Burkina Faso. Some people were saying that Senegal should have pitied Burkina Faso and allowed them to win. You know, that there was a failed coup in Burkina Faso. So they were saying that maybe somehow that if Burkina Faso won that game, maybe it would have brought a light of hope to Burkina Faso citizens. But Senegal, we have not won AFCON in our history. We need to win this one first. They should try again next year. Burkina Faso should try again next year. But my question is this: you know, doing AFCON finals, they always invite either presidents or head of states. If had it been that Burkina Faso won Senegal in that semi-final tie, who are they going to invite in the final on Sunday? Because the African Union, they have suspended Burkina Faso. They said, "We have suspended you for now until you put your house or you put your country in order. Then we are going to welcome you back to the African nations." It took 3-1 for Senegal to qualify for the AFCON's finals coming on Sunday. You don't have to give me any story that you did not watch that game. It's coming up on Sunday, and the third place is going to be played, and the host nation, Cameroon.
I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself back.
Moving on,
And when I fall,
the game between
I have to pick myself
Cameroon and Egypt.
down.
A lot of people were rooting for Cameroon to win, but that is not how soccer works. Ogade, don't even know. I'm not talking about that kind of spirit that we see in Nigerian movies. I'm not talking about the Ojukokoro spirit. I'm talking about the spirit of sportsmanship. Egypt makes sure that they scored 3 penalties for the final tie of the African Cup of Nations by knocking out the host nation, Cameroon. Samuel Eto'o's Cameroon. A lot of things happened in that game. Do you know that it was only Vincent Abubakar? He was the only person that stood and was counted in the penalty shootout. Cameroon scored only one goal, and it was scored by Vincent Abubakar, the highest goal scorer in this Cameroon, in this AFCON 2021. He's the highest goal scorer. Cameroon also have the highest in this year's AFCON. Only Vincent Abubakar scored the only goal in that penalty shootout for Cameroon. Now my question is this: does it mean that Cameroon does not know how to score a penalty? An ordinary spot kick. Cameroon could not beat a 10 man sent off that made sure that they were 10 against 11 to face Cameroon. But yet what happened? Ojukokoro went into extra time.
It's just
And after extra time, they went into that extra time contains 15 minutes each, which is 30 minutes, 120 minutes, and it ended in penalty shootout, and we are counted. Egypt stood and we are counted. Now let us look forward to the final, AFCON final, come on Sunday, 6th of February 2022. AFCON final. Oga, don't tell me you did not watch that game. Come on Sunday. Oh. Moving on, let's talk about international football for a bit, where a big team, we are knocked out of the Copa del Rey by Athletic Bilbao, the same team that knocked Barcelona out of the Spanish Cup. Athletic Bilbao knocking out big teams. Athletic Bilbao, they are the giant killers. Be careful when your team is facing Athletic Bilbao. Don't underrate them, don't underestimate them. Okay, they go beat you shege. They go beat you shege. Athletic that they knocked they knocked Real Madrid out of the Copa del Rey. Moving on, let's go on the big one, the biggest of them all. We are going to talk about the just concluded winter transfer that we just finished come this 31st of January. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, the players that your team signed this winter transfer window. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. I enjoy this view radio.
Hey, gida leave him for me for view radio. Like me, I enjoy them for me. Haji go na godi.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this view radio.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View radio.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View radio.
View Radio FM. We are the best.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Welcome from that big. Welcome from that commercial break.
the best.
Welcome back.
Nothing
This is Steve Ultimate FM
to my
with the Legek and the Story, the Captain Commander, the Puyaka Evangelist, the small body, big engine, the King of Boys. Do you know? Let me tell you a new name. The only referee that doesn't use a whistle. Oga Denabella they use. If you play off, you go collect the bell on top of your head. The only referee that doesn't use a whistle. Nabella they use. Oga they. Don't mind me, Jai. Moving on. Do you know that in this just concluded winter transfer window, they are made across Europe's top 5 league? and a total of 629.1 million pounds were used to make sure that these teams or these transfers were completed. 629.1 beat that. If you give me this money, make I not talk with you and do. 621.1 million pounds, oh God, we are spent by Europe's top 5 leagues, by various clubs. Now, go to our comment section, drop a comment, tell me the losers of this winter transfer window. Because for me, I think Barcelona, they are the winners of this January transfer window. Followed by Liverpool. And again, followed by. Do you want to know the losers of this transfer window? Arsenal. Ogade, are you an Arsenal fan? Where do you headed in these upcoming matches? Will Arsenal be relegated? You know that Arsenal have only 2 strikers left in their squad, and they are Alexander Lacazette from France and Eddie Nketiah, who is from England. And do you know what? Should that shock you? Their deals are going to expire. They have only 6 months left in their contract. Their deals is going to end at the end of this season. That is in June, when the summer transfer window opens. Arsenal fans, drop your comment. What do you think happened to your club? What do you think is happening to Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke, the Arsenal owners? Moving on, Chelsea signed Marcin Bostor. I know Chelsea fans are surprised. They signed Marcin Bostor, but the guy is going to still stay with Charlton Athletic. He's going to join Chelsea at the end of the season, and they signed him at an undisclosed fee. Manchester City signed Felipe Sandler. He's a defender from Feyenoord on a free transfer. And Newcastle signed Jack Young from Wycombe. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang signed on a free transfer from Arsenal. A lot of completed transfer. 600 and something transfers. 679 transfers across Europe's top 5 leagues. But I cannot just. Arsenal made sure that they sold Callum Chambers to Aston Villa without a Of course, we know that Philippe Coutinho joined. They joined Aston Villa. He joined Aston Villa from Arsenal. Arsenal, you like it or yes? Arsenal are the biggest losers in this transfer window. Now, people are asking me, what if Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang starts netting the goal in Barcelona? Oh God, that one no concern me. Milk. It is gone. I have to pick myself up. Dele Alli made sure that he left Tottenham Hotspur to join Everton. Jeff Hendrick left. Jeff Hendrick made sure he left Newcastle to join QPR on loan until the end of the season. And Arsenal signed a player. His name is Austin Trusty from Colorado in the United States of America. For the champions, stand up. Martin Longstaff left Newcastle to join Mansfield Town on loan until the end of the season. Ibrahim Kone left Lorient on a £3.3 million move. Ogade, a lot of transfers. Ogade. Dan Burn made sure that he left Brighton and Hove Albion to join Newcastle on a move worth £12.5 million. People are joining Newcastle because they are the richest team in England. No. Do you know that Newcastle are the richest team? They are the richest team in the whole world right now. Elliot Anderson left Newcastle to join Bristol Rovers on loan until the end of the season. £1.5 million.
It's just life, that's how it is.
Felipe Jean Mateta left Menso 5 to join Crystal Palace. Federico Gatti, a defender, he left Frosinone to join Juventus. Moving on, Aaron Ramsey left Juventus to join Rangers on loan until the end of the season. This is where we are going to wrap it up on Sports 360 here at Ultimate FM. Make sure to join me. Keep a date with me every Mondays and Fridays by 2 p.m. Let us dissect, analyze, and talk about sports. I will take you around the world of sports. I will take you around the world of sports. I will take you 360 around the world of sports here at Ultimate FM. My name still remains Anna Sofenashu Sarinze, the small body, big engine, the leg can destroy, the commanding commander, the Puyaka evangelist, the only referee without a whistle, the small body, big engine. From me to you, it is peace, love, arrivederci. Have a good weekend. Stay safe and stay blessed. We are saying happy weekend from all of us here at Ultimate FM.
Stand up.